Good afternoon. Let's begin with today's lecture, right? So today we would be studying, okay, the first thing first, you go to A plus students.com, right? You go to the website. Since this is a mathematics class, you select math as the subject, okay? And you go to your grade level. Your grade is grade 2. And the topic that we'll study today is geometric measurements. And in the topic of geometric measurements, the main thing that we will study today is perimeter. So let's see what perimeter is, okay? So we have perimeter, and let's see what perimeter is. So once you've clicked geometric measurements, lesson number 1, perimeter. Once we click on perimeter, I'll just first explain you what perimeter is, okay? I hope you have logged in, okay? So I'll give you an example of perimeter, then we'll move on with the questions in the lesson, okay? Perimeter is the outer length of any shape, okay? Let's see if we have an example. It could be any shape. It could be a square, it could be a triangle, it could be a rectangle, okay? So let's suppose if we have a square, okay? If we have a square and we say that the length of each side of the square is 2 centimeter. Since this is a square, we know that all sides of the square have the same length, okay? So since they all have the same length, then this side should also be 2 centimeter. This side should also be 2 centimeter. And this side should be 2 centimeter as well, right? Easiest way to solve any question related to perimeter is you label the diagram. If it has 4 points, you start from anywhere and you say this point is A, this is point B, this is C, and this is point number D. There are 4 points, 4 corners of the shape, right? If we have to find the perimeter of square, the question says find the perimeter, okay? Perimeter of the square. That means we need to find the outer length of the shape. That means perimeter should be equal to the length AB, right? We know where AB is. I'll highlight this. This is the length AB. I just marked with the green. Plus the length B and C. This is the length B and C. I'll mark it with black over here, right? This length B and C. Plus the third length, that was C and D, right? And the last one, that is A and D. Okay. So once we need to find the value, what is the value of AB? That was 2 centimeter. What was the length of B and C? That was 2 centimeter again, because it's a square. C and D was 2 centimeters, right? So beneath CD, we write 2 centimeters. And AD is also 2 centimeter. So what is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2? 2 plus 2 is 4. We can do in this manner. This is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6, right? And 6 plus 2 is 8. That means the perimeter is equals to 8 centimeter. Okay, the length is always in centimeter, meter, yards, kilometers, right? So you always have to write centimeter or meter, whatever is given in the question. Okay, if we have the basic idea of what perimeter is, let's go on the first question. The question number 1 says, what is the perimeter? What is the perimeter of the given shape? And the given shape is a triangle. Let's make a triangle. If this triangle is given to us and they say, find the perimeter of this triangle. The lengths are given. This is 7 yards. Okay, this is 7 yards. And this is 1 yard. So if we need to find the perimeter, we add all the lengths. The most important thing is perimeter is equals to add all lengths. Okay. So what we can say is perimeter is equals to, if this is our first length, 7 plus the second length plus 7 and the third length, because this was a triangle and triangle has how many sides? 3 sides, right? So what should it be? 7 plus 7 is, yes, it is 14. 7 plus 7 is 14 and 14 plus 1 is, that is 15. And I told you something. You always need to give your answer with a unit, because length is always measured in centimeters, meters, kilometers, yards. So over here, the unit is yards, right? Okay, that means, basically it means if we start from point A, we go to this over here, from here to here, and from here to here, right? To make this shape, the red outline I did was 15 yards. Okay, let's look at the next question. Okay, so now we have a shape that looks very different. Okay, let's draw the shape. Question number 2 says exactly the same thing. What is the perimeter? Okay, and we need to put up a question mark because it's a question. Okay, what is the perimeter? Okay, let's see the question number 2. Let's draw the shape first. Okay, there's a straight line. Then there is another straight line. Okay, then there is another straight line. Okay, and what happens is to the center and to the center. This is something like the shape we have in question number 2. So now let's label the shape. They say If this is 10, this was 8, this was again 10, and this length was 7, and this length is 7. Okay, now what we can see is they are not writing centimeter, they are not writing meters, yards, there is no unit, right? So what we need to do is we suppose it as a unit. We say 10 units. We say 8 units, right? We say 7 units. So in order to find the perimeter for this shape, what can we do? The first thing we say is perimeter. P stands for perimeter. And how many sides are there? One side, second side, third side, fourth side, and the fifth side, right? So we add all the 5 sides. We start with 10, okay? Then we plus the second side, that was 8. Then we add the third side, that is again 10. Then we add the fourth side, that was a 7. And we add the fifth side, that is a 7 again. So once we are adding the numbers together, let's see how we can add them together. Can we add 10 plus 10? Can we say this is written as 20, right? And what are we left with? We are left with 8. 20 plus 8. And what is 7 plus 7? That is 14, right? So now let's add the numbers together. What is 20 plus 8? Can anyone give me an answer? 20 plus 8, yes. 20 plus 8 is 28 plus 14, right? Let's look at how we can add the numbers together. See, I will give you a hint. See, if I would write it down over here, if I say we had to solve 28 plus 14, right? Can I break this 14 into 28 plus 10 plus 4? 28 plus 10 is 38, and this was a plus 4. What is 38 plus 4? 39, 40, 41, and 42. That means our answer over here is perimeter is 42. But we have to give the unit since it's not given in the question. So we write 42 units. Okay, great. Let's move on. If we all agree on this, if there is any question, please ask, or we move on to the next question. Okay. The next question is a square. Okay, let's see what we can do with a square. Okay, the question says, question number 3 says, find the perimeter. Okay, we need to find the perimeter. And the question says it's given as a rectangle square. If a square is given to us, in which we know that a square is a shape in which all sides are of the same length, right? And the length of each side is given as 1 meter. 1 meter. What the question can also do is they can give us one side also, but they would tell us this is a square. So when anyone speaks of the word square, we know all sides are equal. Okay, so let's add all sides together. The perimeter would be equal to We add all the sides. So we take the first side, I just marked with, okay? Let's take this side. The perimeter would be the first side, that is 1 meters. The second side is, we take this side as the second side, that is also 1 meter. The third side, that is still 1 meter. And the last side, it's still 1 meter, since we are adding all the 4 sides, right? Plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 plus 1 should be 4. That means the perimeter equals to 4. What is the unit given to us? It says m. M is used for meters, right? M is METERS. So we write 4 meter. You just need to write M over there. Your answer is 4 meters. Okay. Are there any questions? Or should we move on to the next question? Okay, that's great. Let's see the next question, okay? The next question, oh, this looks like a triangle, but let's see what exactly the new shape is. And the question says, find the perimeter. Okay, the shape that is given to us is something like this. Okay, let's draw the shape first, and then we'll try to find the answer. Okay, I'm drawing it a bit bigger so that we understand what the shape is. This is not the shape. Our shape is something like this. Okay, this is the question we have. And let's shade this. This is the given question. So how many sides do you see? Can we still say this is a triangle? Let's count the number of sides. 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, and 4 sides. 4 sides, a 4-sided shape, is known as a quadrilateral, right? A square is also a quadrilateral. This new shape is also a quadrilateral. Anything that has 4 sides will be a quadrilateral. Anything which has 1 side would always be a triangle, okay? So let's label this. This is given as 1. This is given as 9. This is 9, and this is 9. And they don't tell us the unit. So we use the term units, okay? So if we need to find the perimeter, okay? Let's try with the labeling. Can I label from anywhere? If I say this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. We can also do directly, and we can also do the labelings. When we do the labelings A, B, C, D, that means we do not forget what we have to find. We can say we add AB, the length AB, plus the length B and C, plus the length C and D, plus the length A and D. So we can say that the length of AB was 9, right? The length of B and C was 9 again. The length of C and D was 9, plus the length of AD, that was 1. Okay, the easiest way to add is 9 plus 1. We know this is 10. And what is 9 plus 9? Can anyone answer? 9 plus 9? Yes. 9 plus 9 would be 18. So when we add 18 and 10, that means a final answer for the perimeter comes out to be 28. But since the unit is not given to us, we write UNITS. Agreed? 28 units is the answer for the perimeter. Okay. So what we learned over here was one extra thing. A side which has four-sided shape would always be called a quadrilateral. Okay, agreed? But what happens if we increase one more side? Let's see, if we increase one more side, what will happen to the shape? What will it be called? The next question says, what is the perimeter? Okay, let's find the perimeter of this given shape. But this shape has 5 sides. So if we have any shape that has 5 sides, okay, 5-sided shape. 5-side shape is known as, can anyone answer? It's called penta something. Think P E N T A. Penta means 5, and the total word is pentagon. The word pentagon means Gon means sides. Penta and gon, that means 5 sides. Okay, so I'll just highlight this. Okay, let's draw the pentagon and let's see what happens over here. So if we have a pentagon, this is the shape we have. Okay, let's see what can be done with this shape. Okay. The question says the pentagon has each side of length 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters, and 2 meters, right? If all the sides are of the length of 2 meters, they all are of the same length. Let's see how we can do this, right? I'll give you 2 different ways. Okay, we know that perimeter is equals to, we add all the sides together, right? And the sides would be, we add 2 the first side, we add 2 the second side, right? We add 2, that is the third side. We add 2 the fourth side, and we add 2, that is the last side, right? And when we add 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. We can say the perimeter is 10 meters, right? This is how we can find. But let's suppose if we have an alternate. See, we can say perimeter, since all the sides were same, right? That means sides. Okay, I will write number of sides, right? Number of sides multiply by length of a side, right? But you can only apply this when it's only applicable when all sides are same length. They have to be of the same length, right? When all sides are of same length. So how many sides were there? Number of sides was, we had 1 side, we had 2 sides, 3, 4, and 5. We had 5 sides. Multiply by the length of side, that is 2. That means 5 multiply means 5 is 2 times. That means 5 plus 5, or 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, and the unit is meters. Okay, This is just an alternate. What you need to follow is you need to do addition of the sides. You just add 5 sides together and you know what is your answer. Okay? Don't worry if you did not understand the second. I will further explain it later. But now we are looking at this. Okay? Okay. We're just looking at through the addition. Question number 6. The question says, what is the perimeter? Okay. Okay. What is the perimeter? But now what they have done is, in this question, they're using a 6-side shape. So we know that a shape with 6 sides, okay, 6-sided shape is known as 6 is known as hexa. Hexa, hexa, and sides are known as GON. So 6-sided shapes, any shape which has 6 sides can also be called hexagon. So let's see. If we have a hexagon, in this, let's label 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, and 6 sides, right? So we know that our shape has 6 sides in the total. Okay, let's see what can be done with the 6 sides. The question says, what is the perimeter when the hexagon has each side of length 9 yards? This is 9 yards. This is 9 yards. 9 yards, 9 yards, and 9 yards, right? So how can we find the perimeter? Perimeter is found, the perimeter is found by adding all the sides together, right? That means how many sides we have? Side number 1, 9. Side number 2, plus 9. Side number 3, plus 9. Side number 4, plus 9. Side number 5, plus 9. And side number 6, plus 9. Okay, so can we say 9 plus 9 is 18? 9 plus 9 is 18, and 9 plus 9 is 18, right? So what is 18 plus 18? Can anyone give me an answer? Let's wait. I'll wait for someone to answer me. Or is there any other way to add these numbers? Okay, good. That's good. Let's do something. Let's see how we can add them together, right? Can I write? I'll give you both the answers. Can I write this 18 as 10 plus 8? Can I write this 18 as 10 plus 8? And can I write this 18 as 10 plus 8? They all are being added together. See, adding 18 plus 18 plus 18 can be difficult, right? But adding 10 plus 10 plus 10 can be simple, right? So let's see what is 10 plus 10 plus 10. If we add 3 tens together, 10 plus 10 plus 10 is, that is 10 plus 10 plus 10 would be 30, right? And if I would say, let's add the 8, 8 plus 8 plus 8, right? So 8 plus 8 plus 8 would be 8 plus 8 plus 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. We count 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Is 23 correct? Okay, let's see who gave the answer. Uh, great. Yeah, 10 plus 10 is 30. That's great. What about 8 plus 8 plus 8? We are also looking, we are not looking at perimeter. We are also looking at how to add different numbers, right? So 8 plus 8 was 16. And 16 plus 8 would be 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And what's after 23? Okay, that would be 24, right? That means when we add 30 plus 24, the perimeter comes out to be 54. What about the unit? Is it meters, centimeters? What does the word YD stands for? YD is an abbreviation or a short for? No. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 8 would be 24. Okay? It's okay. It's human error. Anyone can make that. It's not 34, it's 24, right? So we write it 24. And this would YD would be equal to yards. So we always have to give the unit over here. Okay? So we always give our unit. That's good. Let's move on further. Let's see the next question. What do we have? And let's try to do the next question. Okay, great. Moving on to the next question. Okay, this is the next shape is very different. Okay, what the question is in the next question is, let's try drawing the shape and then we'll try to find. Okay, the question says, what is the perimeter? What is the perimeter, right? And the shape is something like this. Okay, let's draw the shape. If we have this over here, and then we have another rectangle, but shorter in height. Let's suppose if we have another rectangle, something like this. Okay, so I'll remove this middle part over here and this. So this is the shape that is given to us in the next question. Let's label down the shape and let's see what the values are given to us. It's given, the unit is given in inches, 2 inch. This is 5 inch. This is 6 inch. This is 1 inch. This is 8 inch and 6 inches, right? So they are asking us to find, they're asking us to find the perimeter of the shape. Okay, so let's discuss. Okay, what should I do? We should directly add or we should label? I think this shape, it's better to label because there are so many sides, right? So let's do the labeling, right? Let's try label. If I say this is A, then this point is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, and this point is F, right? So labeling makes our life easy. We can also count the first side, side number 1, side number 2, side number 3, side number 4, side number 5, and side number 6. That means there are total 6 sides. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's do, what we can do is, we can do horizontal work or we can do vertical. Okay. So let's do perimeter horizontally. Perimeter would be equal to AB plus the second side, that is B and C, plus the third side, that is CD, plus DE, plus EF, plus the last side, that is AF. Let's add these numbers together. Okay. The length of AB is AB is 2, right? The length of B and C is 5. The length of C and D was 6. Okay. Sorry, C. Okay. C. Human error, right? Let's do it again. AB is 5. B and C is 6. C and D was 1. D and E is 8. E and F was 6. And the last one, AF was 2, right? We can add 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. Plus, what is 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 plus 1 is 12. 12 plus 16 means 12 plus 10 is 22 plus 6 is, can anyone give me an answer? Let's see who answers, right? Okay. 12 plus 16 is 28. And what is the unit used over here? It's inches. So you write inches. Okay. So we have to give the unit. If you do not write the unit, then at the end, the question would not be complete, right? So we want to complete the question and we need to show as much working as we can. Okay. Let's see. Let's try doing the test. Let's try doing a few questions from the test. Okay. It's on the right hand top corner of your page. When you click there, the test would open. Let's begin. Let's start the test. We would try a few questions and I would expect you to complete the remaining test, right? Let's wait for it to load. So we know that. So now we know that perimeter is something that is the outer boundary of the shape. We have no limitations on the sides of the shape, right? They could be 3 sides, they could be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Any shape can have any number of sides, right? So let's try the question from the test. Okay, question number 1 from the test. This is very similar to what we did earlier. The diagram given is this. We've done a similar question. Let's do this again because it's in the test. I'll help you out with a few, and it's your job is to complete the test so that at the end of the day, you would know what you learned out of this and what you can still remember. Okay. So the first side is 8 feet, right? 8 feet. And let's see what's next for us. Okay, can anyone give me the answer to this? Once I'm done with this, this is 6 feet. Okay, this is 6 feet and this is 8 feet. Okay, the options given are 33 feet. Option B is 36 feet. And the option C we have is 28 feet. Can you people try this question and we'll continue with this? And we'll solve it together then, and then we will see who got the correct answer. Okay. Okay. So what about this? What is the answer for the perimeter? What is the perimeter? I'll write down the statement. What is the perimeter, right? For those who joined late, we are studying perimeter. Perimeter is the outer boundary of any shape. So we need to find how long is the outer boundary. That means we add all the numbers. Okay, let's try adding them together. 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 8, right? And there's one more side left, and there's another 8, right? Plus 8. So when we add them together, we will get the perimeter. Can anyone help me out with the answer? I would say very good. It's 36. Very nice. Let's check. 36 is the correct answer. Thank you so much. 36, and 36 is your correct answer. We circle the correct answer. Okay. 36 feet. Thank you. Let's try another question. The next question says it. The next question seems easier because the next question only has a rectangle in it. Okay. So let's see what this rectangle says. And they're asking us, find the perimeter. Okay. I'll write down the values. Let's try this question together. 3 centimeter, and this is 10 centimeter. Okay. What I did was I changed the question. The lengths of all 4 sides were given, but I gave you the lengths of 2 sides only. Why? Because I said this is a rectangle. Right? So what do we know about rectangle? Can anyone help me out? Very good. What we know about rectangle is that a rectangle has two equal sides, 2 pairs of equal sides, right? So if I say this is 3 centimeter, then this will be 3 centimeter also, right? Then what about this? If this is 10, what should be this? Should this be 3 or 10? This side should also be 10 centimeter. Okay, I'll give you the options and let's see what are the answers. The option A was 24 centimeters. Option B is 26 centimeters. And option C is 27 centimeters. So can anyone give me the answer? Okay, these are the options. Let's see who gives the answer. Okay. Okay, great. 10 was the length of the side. So what is the perimeter? We know that a rectangle has two pairs of parallel sides, right? That means the 10 centimeter, there will be two 10 centimeters, and there would be two 3 centimeters. Okay, it is 26, right? You wrote option B, this is 26. Very good. Keep it up. I'll show you the working. We say we add the first side, that was 10, plus the unit 3, plus the 10, and plus the 3. We add the 3. That means 10 plus 10 is 20, 20 plus 3 is 23, and 20 plus 3 is 26 centimeter. That means option B is the correct answer. Very good for giving me the correct answer. Okay, thank you. Let's try one more. The next question is question number 3. The next question is, find the perimeter. Find the perimeter. Okay, let's see the shape. Okay, it's like a bench. Let's look at the shape. It's like this, and it has something like this. Okay, just a minute, please. Let me complete the shape. Then we'll have a discussion. Okay, this is the shape for the question. And let's do the labelings. Okay, I'll just do the labelings. In this case, this is 10. No unit is given to us, right? This is 1. This is 9. And we have a 7. Let's see who answers first. You do this, I'll write down the options and let's see who answers. 8 and 1. How many sides do we have? 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, and 6 sides, right? Okay. If the first option is 39 units, when a unit is not given, we write units, right? Option B, 36 units. And option C is 29 units. Let's see who has the answer. 10, 1, 9, 7, 8, 1, and 8. Okay, great. That's very nice. And okay, very good. Next time when you're writing B, also write 36 next to it, right? So that everyone who's going through the chat, if option A, how did we find option 8? Let's see option A. If we say 10 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 1 plus 8, right? It's 36. Let's do it again. It's not option A. Let's do it again. Let's see. Very good, Michael. Okay. For those who got an incorrect answer, maybe they're adding one number again. Okay, let's see where we made a mistake, right? We are here to learn. So let's see. If I would take the first side, that was 10. I've taken this plus 1, plus 1, plus 9. So now I know this is already 20, right? Plus 7, plus 1, That is 28 already. And 28 plus 8 is? That is 36. Option B was the correct answer. Okay. Now we understand. I hope you try it again. I'll just give you a few seconds. Try it again. Add the numbers again. And let's see. Okay. No problem. Don't worry if you have an incorrect answer. The effort is that. Okay. Effort counts. We need to put in the effort and we need to do a lot of practice because practice will make you perfect. Okay. Let's see the next one. Okay. Let's keeping this in mind. Let's do one more. Or let's see. I'll let you people. Okay. We end this session over here and I would want you people to uh, complete the test, right? You do the test and see how much you score. If there is any problems, then do it again, right? You have this data, you have this video, go over it and do it again. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye. I am back.